Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Glad to be back filming. This is Robin Dudley House, the artsy Bohemian, coming to you from my studio in Los Angeles, California. I am going to be showing you how to make this cute thing today. It's a wonderful little pocket that you can add to your junk journals. But I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I was hoping that I would have the shabby textile bundles that I told you about 2 weeks ago ready and loaded onto my Etsy store, but as always this has taken a little bit longer, but I wanted to kind of give you a little teaser on what to expect. I'm going to probably have at least 3, maybe 4 types of bundles in different price ranges so that everybody can participate in it. And this is going to be the deluxe I Want It All bundle because you're going to be getting a beautiful handmade altered file folder, and I'm not going to show you everything, but that's where all the goodies are going to go. And then there's a pocket here to put more goodies. There's going to be at least 25 or more pieces that go into this particular kit, or bundle I should say. And then I have these. I have a video on how to make these, but I'm going to be making several of these for one of the other bundles. It won't be as expensive. This is going to be the I Want More bundle, and then I have another one that's going to be a lesser price and it's going to be called I Want That bundle. So those will be hopefully ready to go next Tuesday, which I believe is January 11th. 2020. So please make sure you click the bell icon and subscribe so you know when I am going to list them in Etsy. What will probably happen is I will show you the bundles in the Tuesday showing, and then have a time that you can purchase the bundles. And I'll give you plenty of time. It'll probably be at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time next Tuesday. Don't quote me on that. Not sure that's going to actually happen, but that's what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so I wanted to show you, this is another project that I made a long time ago in my stamps club that I've told you about, and this is what it looked like originally. This was the original sample that I made for my stamp club, and it's super cute. You won't believe how quick and easy this is. It looks a little complicated, but it's not at all. So I'm going to show you how to make this one, and I'm going to show you also, this is one that I made out of fabric. It's made out of a really stiff organza. It's not a synthetic organza. It's very old. I'm not really sure what it's made out of, but it's the kind that you can just press with your fingers and it will stay in place. So let me just show you first what you need to do. All you need to do, first of all, you need a bone folder or something like a bone folder to make the crisp press. And you will need an 8.5 by 8.5 square. So that's 8.5, 8.5. Let me write it down. So it's very easy to take a 11 by 8.5 piece of paper and then just cut it so that it's 8.5 inches wide to make it a square. The important word is square. It needs to be square. So whatever size you're doing, if it's a 4 by 4, that's fine. This one right here is only an 8 by 8, so I'm going to practice on this and just show you how easy it is. You can use recycled materials, so all I'm doing is I took a magazine and I cut out an 8 by 8 square because it was only 8 inches wide, so I needed to make sure it was square. So this is what you're going to do, and I'm going to show you again. So this is just a sample. You're going to take and press it right in half. There's no measuring in this. You're going to take one edge up until it reaches one side here. And then you're going to take the other edge or point and do the same. See how stinking easy that is? And it's so fun. You can make a ton of these and add them to your junk journals. So now this is the part, this is important because if you don't do this, you won't have a pocket. So there's 2 pieces of paper here. And you're going to open the first flap here. And you're just going to slip that in. And that's all you do. Less than a minute, right? Can't you see yourself making a bunch of these and having them ready to go to slip in your onto a signature for your junk journal? And see, you can recycle if you want to. Just going to kind of push that in. And there you go. And it opens and it makes this little pocket. I think kids used to make these. I think I might have made them when I was a kid. And you can drink out of them if you make them with, you know, sturdier paper. But try just with a scrap piece of paper. Take a magazine like I did and cut it into a square. Like I said, it doesn't matter what the size is. It can be 4 by 4, which is going to be a really tiny pocket, 6 by 6, 8 by 8, 8.5 by 8.5, 10 by 10, 12 by 12, as long as it's square. So let's do that again. And this time we're going to do it with a piece of paper. I haven't cut it yet. So we're just going to cut this because I already know that this is 8.5 inches wide. I'm just going to cut it 8.5 inches this way. Move these out of the way. So I'm cutting this at 8.5 inches. So I have my square. And here's the other square of the fabric that I used. It's a, like I said, it's a vintage organza. It's very, very lightweight. So all you're going to do again is fold it from tip to tip. And then take your bone folder. Oh, I wonder if this doesn't look like it's matching. I think I'm gonna try to cut it again. Let's see here. So this is 8.5 and oh, no wonder this is 8 1/4. I don't know how I did that. So I think what I'll do is just cut it at 8 1/4. Excuse me. On this side, so you don't have to get another piece of paper. Okay, let's try that again. So you want to go from corner to corner and make your crease. I don't need this anymore. And then you're going to take the top, it's going to look like a pyramid, so the top's going to be away from you. You're going to fold one edge over to it, just to the edge of the this side, and then you're going to take the other edge and just fold it to this side. And it's a little off, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold this. It makes it a little bit easier to fold down first. So you could just leave it like that if you wanted to, and then glue it down instead of putting the flap inside, or you can just slip it inside. And I think I am. I think I'm just going to leave it like this because I'm going to be covering it up anyhow. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue there. Oop. So, all I did was I'm going to take all this out so you can kind of see the bare bones of it. I just distressed it. By the way, this is just parchment paper that you can get at Staples, I think, or any office supply store. It's a little crooked for some reason. I'm not sure what I did wrong, but I'm okay with that. So you're going to take and distress it with some ink. And use your sponge and some brown ink. And then you're going to take some trim, which, by the way, some of this will be in some of the kits. And you're going to glue that down. I just use like a tacky glue for this. So cut that. There's one for there. And then one for this side. And then you're just going to do little kind of just piecework on top of the envelope. And I already cut everything out. Here's all my little pieces of laces and let's see here, I'm going to take some more of this. I love when the lace just tears. And that happens when it's old. I think I've told you this, that this particular lace that I'm using right here was left out in the sun for years. And not in the sun direct, but in a room that had sunlight, and just deteriorated. But once it's coffee dyed, it works great for this type of stuff. Okay, so I lined the edges with some trim, and then I added some of the coffee dyed lace here and here. And now I'm going to just layer some coffee dyed cheesecloth here on the bottom. It's always nice to have transparent layers. That way you can kind of see through all of them. And I think I'll do this one here. And then some of this doily. For this one, I'm going to use my hot glue gun because I want to scrunch it up. I don't want it to be completely flat. And then I'll add some more tattered lace here. And this dyed little doily, crochet flower. Right here. Oh, I forgot, I'm gonna add this piece first. Makes it look like a little bow. Cute, right? Pretty much whip those out really quick and they take minimal supplies. And then I'm just going to add the button. You can sew all of this if you want to, of course. And then I'll put a button there. And there, and voila, how cute. Go add hot glue to that too. So you see, it didn't matter that it was kind of crooked. I covered it all up. Cute. Now I'm just going to show you so you can add it to a journal like this. Just like put it right in your journal, glue it down, and then you have a cute pocket. Oops. Ready to go. And you can make, look at, you could even do it kind of on the side like that. Isn't that cute? And gosh, all the possibilities are endless. You can have so many different themes. You can have a nature theme. You could make it oriental. You could do shabby chic like I did here. So many different things that you can do. What a great party favor too. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm really trying hard to make sure that I get the bundles done by next Tuesday. I do have company coming in, so we'll see how much time that takes from me. But I am, at least I have the bare bones, the foundation of what I'm going to be making, and that's the part that takes the longest. So there you go. If you want to take a class with me in my online school, there'll be a link down below, especially for this particular journal here, the French Bohemian Traveler's Junk Journal. This is a class that I teach, and it's pretty loaded, over 20 hours of content. I do have other classes that aren't quite as long. In fact, they're not long at all compared to this one. This is the mother load. And let me just show you one more time the fabric one. So you can do something dainty like this as well. Same exact formula. All right. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you in the next video.